Yes, 348 Tennessee. Yeah, we got a copy on you. Yeah, we're talking on a Cobra 142. How's it making it?
Oh, it's crystal clear. It sounds real good over here, man. I'd take the knobs off of it so you didn't be tempted to monkey with it anymore.
Alright, we got an update here on the Clarifier and the extra channels. Now, this being such a fine example of a 45-year-old radio, right? I don't want to drill no holes in the back or the front, right? You don't want to ruin that classic look. So what I did here is I commandeered this PA switch. Yeah, right? Now nobody's going to use this for a PA in their house, right? They kind of put the switch in there so you could put these base stations in your car back in the day and then talk to all the girls outside when you press the PA. Woohoo! But for now, this is the high band, and when it's on the CB, it's just regular CB. So that's how that works. Pretty simple, right? Let me show you how that works out too. And the Clarifier, yeah, they are unlocked, or they're actually tracked together, however you want to say that, but the RX and TX slide together. Okay, so let's look at this guy. Alright, what do we got here? There's R119, you see it back there? So I cut the end of that off, but I left enough exposed. Then I soldered this wire here to it, and we ran it down through this crack right here, right in the corner. Flip over the radio. Show you how that works out. Alright, and then that, hopefully, let's get some light over here. Okay, this black wire then comes in from that corner there you saw, and it just solders right into that line right here. That's that constant voltage for the Clarifier circuit for both receive and transmit now. The other part of that is to make sure the old transmit section is no longer active. So to do that, if you recall in the other video, the TX offset was adjusted by this pot in the back of the board here. So what you do is you have to clip D30, and you see there, I just kind of make it so, like, let's say somebody wanted to put it back to stock, you could just solder those back together. But yeah, that removes the voltage to that resistor, and it's no longer adjusting the TX. Front Clarifier knob is. Okay, and these D858s, you know, they're capable of like over 200 channels, something crazy. But it's, you know, without a frequency counter and all that stuff, it's just too easy to get lost, right? Who wants to search around the radio to know, well, where am I? Am I even on channel 40? I don't know. So for most of us, we just need some extra channels to shoot some skip, right? So this lets you go up to channel, I think it's like channel 65. I'll verify that later, but yeah, you pop in the switch and it goes up to channel, it might even be 80 on this mod with one button. But you don't get anything above that, and you don't get any crazy low channels. Just a few extra high channels to shoot some sideband skip, and really that's where the action's at. So keep it simple, right? Stupid. Okay, so how I did that was here. I'll go over the back side of the board again and show you the extra channels. Basically right here on these ones, you can see here I cut these wires here because yeah, this is for the PA over here. So this is what I needed, this yellow and yellow wire. I brought those two wires over here to the PLL. Now this is a kind of a simple mod. Let's see if I can get that focused in there. You'll see one pin there that's tied to ground. You just take an X-Acto blade and isolate that pin to ground, and then solder this 4.7K resistor across the pin and then to ground. So technically it's always low unless it's energized. So that's how this works. If it's not energized, this pin goes automatically low. But if there's some voltage, which comes from this source here, that's going to drive this pin high. And that gives you your extra bank of 40. Alright. Now this section over here, that's for your noise blanker. So yeah, you don't want to mess with that. And this over here is for your PA switch. And I just used my meter over here and ohmed everything out. What I did is I actually found the two wires that were supposed to always be connected together. There's two of them. To make sure it's always in the CB position. And I just actually soldered it right to where it's supposed to go. One was over here by the microphone, and the other one was back here in the speaker. Okay. That might be a lot to take in, but yeah, that's what we do over here. Hope you enjoy these videos. Let's see what we got here today. So we brought you the old stoner radio, right? Would you guys let me know who's got a stoner radio out there? You know, some will say this is the best sideband radio ever. Now I know the story. Maybe somebody can give, we'll do some trivia. What do you say? Who actually made stoner radios and why were they built in the first place? So if you got a stoner, let me know. Tell me what number yours is. Yeah, mine's number 608. $27,405 lower sideband. This one's got some extra channels. We'll talk about that more later. Okay, let's keep that trivia going. You can see there's a stoner sideband speaker. Nothing special, but it matches the console look. They also have a SWR console, and really this was sideband only. It has an AM switch, you'll see there, but really it was just designed for an AM radio to be switched into this section. Yeah, really odd. Way ahead of its time, and what a bitch to work on. Where are you gonna get those parts? Okay, alright guys, you enjoying these videos? Hey, subscribe to this channel and maybe find some of your buddies who want to do it too. I'm trying to get to 1,000. It can't be that hard, right? This is a big place, America, right? Let's get that subscription up there. I don't want this hobby to die. That's why I'm doing this. You guys like these videos? Give me some suggestions. I got a lot of radios to do, okay? Alright, 73 is Bruce.